up YouTube? It's your boy the Fourth Ken, and I'm back with another video. Today I got my cousin in the chair, and if y'all wondering why I wasn't at the shop, some days when I'm cutting my family, I just cut them in my room, so this cut is in my room. And I didn't have all my stuff, but we still made it work, so we just gonna jump straight into it. We gonna be doing like a disconnected comb over, and right now what I'm doing is I'm wetting the hair so that basically I could run my comb through it and lay the hair in its natural form. So like you see I was going to that side, I'm wetting it so that I can lay it down, set it up for the scissor work, and set it up for the fade. And for the scissor work, it's kind of unconventional how I do it because the camera was in the way, but I can't really teach y'all how to do this because no one really taught me, to be honest. So I'm just lifting the hair up, trimming it. I'm not really too sure how much I'm taking off. Looks like between like 1.5 inches. Yeah, he usually gets this cut each time. This is my like second time doing this exact haircut on him. But yeah, no one ever taught me like how to do. No one taught me how to cut hair for real. I just learned like by myself, and this is how I see usually people do it. And the camera was in the way, so I'm just trying to make it work. And I skipped a lot of it, but I trimmed it down all even. And I'm cutting his crown area right now. And you want to make sure the shape is right because this is going to be a disconnected comb over. So the side that I'm going to be showing y'all how to fade is going to be the easy side. But the side that is the connected side, where the hair is, the side I'm working on right now, where the hair is naturally swooping over to, that's going to be the difficult side to fade. But I'm still going to show y'all some tips on how I do it. But I'm making sure it's all even and I'm cross-checking my work. And you're more than likely going to have to go back and keep wetting your client's hair because it can dry out a lot. My room was hot this day, so yeah. But it's all cut down, and basically what you want to do is just blow dry it. You can cut the hair wet, but personally I like cutting the hair in its natural state, which is dry. So I'm just blow drying it, and I'm going to fast forward this part, and then we're going to get started with the fade. So once it's all combed and dried out, you're gonna start on the disconnected side and you're gonna take your trimmers. And for this client, I'm not gonna be giving him a C cup. A lot of barbers try and force the C cup, which I hate, on a clean comb over. Sometimes comb overs look better without a C cup. Sometimes haircuts in general just look way better without a C cup. If you add a C cup and the hair isn't really dark in that area and the C cup isn't sharp, or the shape of your client's head doesn't fit a C cup, it can ruin a perfectly good haircut. So just keep that in mind. And we're just going to be making this first bald line before we begin the fade. And we have our Babyliss FX trimmers. These are my preferred trimmers to like cut white people hair because it clears it out really fast. Like the slimline blade is kind of small. I like shaping up with that clipper, but these are powerful clippers. They mow them down real quick, mow the hair down very fast and very efficient too. Right here we're going to take our FX shavers, and you just want to make it razor bald. I don't like going against the grain with this because it can create a harsh skyline. His hair, you could see it's bald right there. Like even with the trimmers, it got pretty close. But the shavers, if you go with the grain, it'll get close enough. But yeah, right now we're taking our Babyliss FX clippers, and this is our 1.5 guard, and the guard is fully open. And on the disconnected side, you want to go all the way up to the part. Now, as you see in the back, I'm dropping it down and I'm flicking out when I get to the top, because you don't want to create a harsh guideline with the 1.5, because you're gonna have to fade that out. You can't just leave that ridge there. You're gonna have to fade it out with either guards and clip over comb, like how we use. You'll see. So right now this is our 2 guard, and same thing, you want to flick out because this 2 guards cut low. Even though they seem like a high guard, it cuts low. So you just want to be careful, especially with long hair like this. As you can see, I'm barely touching it. We're just softening it up before we hit it with the 4 guard right here. This is what's going to do the most work, this and clip over comb. So just run it, not straight up. You do want to dig in a little bit, but towards the top, flick out. And as you can see, his hair in the back is very stubborn. It sticks straight out. I was very happy with this cut because last time I left it, I left a lot of the bulk. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you see me cut his hair before. I left a lot of the bulk on the back. So as you see right now, I'm using clip over comb. I'm clearing it out. Just notice how I'm using the comb. This is an efficient way to clip over comb. You can have your blade fully closed, but for beginners I wouldn't recommend that. Even for me, I like to put it halfway or maybe around the first notch. And we're gonna start with our fade. This is the pretty easy part. You're gonna go with your lever open with your Babyliss clippers, and you want to go up pretty far. You want to go up about an inch, because you want this fade to have gradiency. You don't want to rush it and compress it. You want it to be stretched out. You're gonna flick out with your trimmers now. Any trimmers that you put the line in, you want to flick it out just to soften up the line and make it easier for us to fade, so we don't have to dig into the skin and stuff. And now I have my lever closed, and once you hit it with the lever closed, you want to go up barely a 1/4 of an inch, and then switch it to lever halfway. As you can see, I'm playing with the lever. Don't just follow the instructions on the screen that I'm putting out for y'all. You're gonna have to use your knowledge of cutting hair, or at least try to open your clipper up a little bit. Just notice how I'm going up and down with the clipper length of the combs. And I switched to my Indus Master, and I have the 1 guard fully closed. I don't know why I do this. I do this a lot. I could do the whole fade with the Babyliss, but whenever I get to the 1 guard, I just like using the Masters. It's just, I don't like the 1 guard using wall. I just don't like it. Right here, I have it 1.25 with the Indus Masters, so that means it's the 1 guard on its first notch, and I'm flicking out to erase the line we created with the 1 guard closed. And now it's fully open, going close to the disconnected part, but not all the way up, because you don't want to make the fade too light up in that area. And as you can see, once again, like how I was doing with my other clippers, I'm going up and down with the lever, and I'm combing his hair. Now we have the 0.5 guard, and it's fully closed. Same principle applies. It's going to be fully closed, and then we're going to gradually open it. Right now it's fully open, then I'll close it again. I'm just going back and forth. Y'all get the point. Let me know how y'all enjoy the voiceovers too. I actually like doing them. I like teaching. I like trying to like help y'all and stuff. And now I'm just doing detail work. As you can see, the fade's blurry. It's pretty much finished. And I'm gonna let y'all watch the rest of the fade. As you can see, the fade is finished. Right now we're gonna wet his hair again because his hair is very soft and it's hard to grip. So we're gonna pin up his hair and separate the long hairs from the short hair. And then we're gonna create our hairline. And to do this, you always wanna go against the grain. And you wanna clip up his long hair so it doesn't get cut. You always wanna go against the grain though, because it's harder to cut straight hair like this with the grain. You can, but it's just gonna make it harder. And I'm using my 1 guard, and as you can see, I'm going against the grain. And right here, I'm using hairspray. You can use any kind of hairspray. And I'm not just spraying his hairline, I'm also spraying the long hair on top so it can lock in. When I blow dry it back, it'll lock in before we apply the product at the end. And once it's dry, you're gonna pin it up once again. And then you're all ready to start shaping up his hair. And as you can see on the screen, I said don't force a C-cup because I'm serious, like if I added a C-cup on this haircut, it would have ruined the entire haircut. We're not going to be using any enhancements. But yeah, this cut still came out very, very crispy. But don't force a C-cup. You don't have to put a C-cup on a haircut. And also with haircuts that you don't want a C-cup on, you don't want to force that also, because some haircuts naturally look better with C-cups. There's some clients you just have to know how the density of the hair is in that area and move accordingly. So we hit on the other side of his lineup, making sure it's nice and even, making sure that the corners match up. And once you're finished that part, you're gonna wanna grab your clipper and do some detail work. My clipper of choice for this video was the Andis Masters for my detail work. It depends on what I'm using that day. Sometimes I'll use my fast feeds, but today I just had these on hand and I decided I wanted to do detail work with them. so right here I'm just putting some product in it. Just want to make sure you run your fingers through the hair so that the hair absorbs the product. And then once you're done that, you're gonna want to grab like a wide tooth comb to comb through it and to style it. As you can see, I'm pushing the front hair straight up. I want that look that you'll see at the end, just like that. And then the side hairs, I'm pushing to the side, the natural side that the natural part is on. And I grab my Slimline Pro clippers to do some detail work. And right now this haircut may look finished to you, but I saw some imperfections. My pro barbers out there, you may see it too. Just want to grab your comb and do some more clip over comb work on the connected side, not the disconnected side. On this side and the back side, if you're doing a disconnected comb over like this haircut I demonstrated today, the connected side and the back side is the only side you're going to need to do clip over comb on. And then I'm combing the swoop back for that look. And once I achieve the look, you're going to want to lock it in with some hairspray. You don't want to use a lot, just spray a little bit just to lock it in. And this is the finished cut. Let me know how y'all enjoyed it. Any feedback, good or bad. If you liked the vid, leave it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Road to 100K. Make sure you follow my Instagram also. And like, comment, subscribe on this video. And I'm out. Peace.